Hi everyone, hi and welcome back to another episode of Battle Rapper Resume. This is another recap. We've been doing a few recaps recently. I just want to say a quick thank you to John Whitmore, who joined me very recently for a KOTR event recap. I mean, we only recapped 3 battles, and only one of those battles we actually enjoyed. Shout out to Little Maisie and Colton Shanks. But nonetheless, it was a great event. Met some great people, some interesting stuff happened. We had a lot of Mickey chat as well on the episode. His sort of KO to D emergence is kind of one of those what the fuck moments that, I mean, 2016 has been a turbulent year in so many ways, and in a very microcosm kind of way. It's reflected in battle rap. Leagues are falling apart, events are going awry, events are going fantastically. You know, it's that kind of haywire environment that we thrive off, and I'm so happy that we're in the storm of it right now. So check out those. I've also got the recap of or a preview, I should say, of Born Legacy 3 with Smart Alex, and also World Domination 6 was tackled by me and Crafty, so those will be out very, very shortly. And yeah, also just Battle Rap Resume, all the sort of stuff you've probably heard to death by now. That is at Battle Rap Resume, battlerapresume@gmail.com. We have the Facebook group, we have the Redbubble shop, you can pick up the stickers, you can get in contact with me on the email, we have the blog, battlerapresume.wordpress.com, and if you're listening for the first time, maybe you're listening just because you want to know about the Sunburn free predictions. This is also a podcast where I interview battlers long form. I've had everyone from Soul to Chiller to Mixie to E. Farrell. I've had Archaic and Juan and Gemini coming up as episodes. It's been an absolutely fantastic run. I just want to say thank you so much to each of those. And yeah, subscribe, check us out on iTunes, all that good stuff. So I want to say as well, today I'm joined, as I hope I always will be, like one of the reasons that I like doing these event recaps is not only because it's just fun to kind of riff off people, as I said with John Whitmore on the KOTR one, but it's fun to have people on who have different opinions to you and kind of discuss it back and forth. And someone I've already done an episode with, it was a great episode, the Rappin' It Jack recap. I believe, Ryan, you messaged me recently pointing out that it had almost as many views as the Chiller episode, so you saw yourself as better than Chiller, or? I am a better human than Chiller Jones, right. Clearly. I mean, people would rather listen to me than Chiller Jones. Bosstown, stand up. That says a lot. Says a lot. Mm-hmm. That does say a lot. And I should say, I mean, I've got you on here because I like, you know, you got great opinions on battle rap, very knowledgeable. But is it fair for me to point out, not that I'd ever accuse you of having it, but there is risk of some bias perhaps because one of the elements of this event, this Sunburn 2-day event, Sunburn 3, is organised by yourself and your team. I'm part of the training days team, if you didn't know that. So I'm not really there at setting up the matches. That's not really my job. Right. I'm there watching the process of the event, being formed, really. And it's through your eyes, mostly, that we will see the event. And I just want to say quickly, last time we spoke, we were just talking about the aftermath of Rappin' It Jack, but this time leaping into the future, a battle that we both hyped to hell off that I'm glad to see has got the reaction it deserves. JB and Dank. Incredible. Fantastic cinematography on that, man. Look, that battle looked great. Thank you very much. I was sick of it by the end of it. I watched it back so many times. I can't watch it back because I'm always out of all my work, but I'm glad it's come out well. There's been a few comments about how nice it looks, which is good. And what is the process for you? Are you editing on your laptop or? We were hoping to get down to YouTube like Don't Flop I've done in the past, but we couldn't book it out in August. It's closed for August. But yeah, literally just me either in my living room or in my bedroom on my laptop. Right. I've got a pretty decent desk set up that helps me work, but I'll move about really. I've got a bar in my living room, so that helps sometimes when it's a long edit. It's a dope cut, man. I mean, like, you know, we're in this generation when, you know, MacBooks and laptops have godlike powers, so you never know it was done on someone's lap. You know, it feels like it's done in the fucking wherever. But you killed it, man. It looks great. And we're going to start working our way through this Sunburn 3 card. This is a card that, if you're listening to this after the card, maybe the card was a giant success. I have a feeling it will be. I have a feeling a lot of these battles are good. But is it fair to say that reaction has been slightly tepid? People who have been, you know, came up to date on Sunburn 1 and 2 expect Sunburn to be a bit more premium than this? I'd say so, but the way I see it is this is actually that technically it's not the Sunburn 3, it's Sunburn 4, because do you remember in 2013 Don't Flop Summer Standard? Right. Which is, I'm sure other people see it is as a lot of people think that is like the birth of Sunburn. It was a summer UK event where everyone just enjoyed themselves. So I can understand people's lack of interest, but disappointment in it. But if you look at Summer Standard, for example, which was an incredible event. But at the time, if you look at it, look at the lineup. I'm trying to think now what battles are on that. Was that Ogmios Matter was there? Yeah, that was like the main events in that. But aside from the big main events, there was Bleak versus Mr. Tongue Twister and
Seuss versus Jay Short, which wasn't exactly exciting people then. Like, no offense to like Seuss and Jay Short, I think they're both decent, but I think people's expectations are very high because of last year. I mean, Sunburns, I couldn't make it. I was at a wedding, but Sunburn 2 was an incredible event. Hopefully, there's low expectations mean people enjoy it more, because high expectations never lead to anything good.
No, entirely. And, battle rap follows the same course as history. There are ups and downs here. We've seen it with every single league in every single way. King of the Dart I remember one of their blackouts was incredible, and then the follow-up was very bland. And, it's just going to happen. That's not to say that Sunburn 3 is going to be bland, but I think expectations
not at all. I think
should be tempered.
I think the matchups not necessarily big names, but I think
Training Day's got some good shit.
Oh, thank you. No, but I think the weekend as a whole, I think is a really, really good lineup. There's some really good battles on the main day, and we'll get into that in a sec. But I think all the matchups are well thought out and not just chucked together. So
right. Yeah, no, totally. And we'll start off with, what would have been iKid Carlton Shanks, but that's been replaced now for Jace iKid.
iKid versus Jace. Carlton Shanks. iKid has been cancelled, but it's been rearranged. I don't really want to go into it too much.
No.
If you want to read on forums, whatever you want, you can read whatever you want on forums. But so Jace has stepped in for this battle. A lot of people with Jace were there was a lot of, not hate, but a lot of surprise when he was announced for the top 8 tournament. And us at the training days team, we got a lot of faith in him. But we feel this could actually work out really well. iKid's performed on Gifts of the Gab and whatever, so he's battled before, Jace has battled before, so for iKid's debut it kind of makes sense to have someone that has battled before, not just some random odd tryout. So and it would be a good warm-up for him for the top 8, so yeah, I think that could turn out really well. I think it's a bit of a style clash.
It's an interesting one. It's interesting. I think Jace is way more durable and inventive.
Did you just call
what?
You just called him Gase.
Gase, did I? Oh, that was a pure slip of the tongue there, Gase. I mean, Jace. And I was watching a lot of his battles. I had him and Amoral on recently. Really good episode. Check out that episode. Yeah. And the most battles of him that I've watched in one go, he has an incredible door flip against Danny Jack. If anyone knows that on Poetic Warfare, you know what I'm talking about. Tenchu himself seems stunned in the judging about how good it is. And it's kind of like, everyone goes in about JC on door and it's like, the door kept you afloat like, Rose and Jack in Titanic or something like that. It's a sick bar, and I think that should be a good battle. I've got to say, iKid is not someone that I'm that aware of. I mean, how would you describe his style?
iKid, well, I'm gonna be honest, I've only seen about 1 or 2 battles of his, but his delivery is clean and he can rap. It's a different style to a rap that you see in a lot of don't flop battlers, but he can. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know much about him, but what I have seen from him is there's a lot of promise there.
Yeah.
I mean, his battles aren't the best, but he's very new to the game still.
Okay.
And I think on training days, something like that, give him more variants to what he'd be battling on Gift of the Gab. He wouldn't battle Jace on Gift of the Gab. That battle would never happen. He's battled Templar Surfer Kid, I think,
right.
And he battled Hulk on King of the Ronalds. And Jace is something totally different to that. So I think it will be a good test for him, and he'll probably learn a lot as a battler. So not that he's rubbish now, but I think it will help him become more rounded as a rapper. So hopefully it comes out well.
Yeah, I hope so. And the next battle, this is Orin versus Lazy Ass Jack. This marks the first of what was going to be a flood, and now is more of a sort of a stream, as it were, of KOTR battlers in the league. Obviously, Carlton Shanks is not here anymore, and Bard as well, which we'll get onto when we talk about Dank, which is quite unfortunate, actually, personally. I really wanted that battle to go forward. But I was lucky enough yesterday, I was at a KOTR event. I caught up with Lazy Ass Jack. He's a really good dude. Just want to give him a shout out. We had a good chat. And, I don't know about Orin, and he was saying himself that Orin has never battled. He has like freestyle videos or something like that.
All win. It's he's a friend of Bobby Rex. Bobby Rex is part of the team, and he's put him forwards, and he showed us some of his stuff. And we wanted to get him on the card. Like, I think he's got potential. Yeah, we just want to give people chances.
Yeah, no, a Lazy Ass read me one of his rounds yesterday as well, and shit was seriously fire, seriously good. The guy's an intelligent puncher, and I think he's upped his game. He's a really smart dude, and I think, you know, he knows where he is now with Don't Flop. And I was speaking to him during KOTR, and he just surprised me. Like, he was saying how, you know, he really holds himself accountable for his performances. He takes a lot of pride in it. He thinks all battlers should. You shouldn't be able to write off performances. You know, he is a really hard-working guy. And this is going to be a good clash, I think. This could be, you know, sleeper dope battle.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I never met the bloke. I think I've seen all of his King of the Realms battles, actually.
Right.
Blunt's Head, he beat. He's battled Bear Solutions as well.
He has.
Yeah, I can't remember who. I think I've seen a couple of his battles, and he's actually really good. And the fact that he's come and said to you how hard working he is and how much pride he takes in it, it says a lot about him, and it means he'll fit well in the league, I think, because. So a lot of rappers these days seem to pride themselves on half-assing performances and writing late.
Yeah.
Oh, like, I only wrote this 2 days ago and whatever, and then give a half-assed performance. So the fact that he's coming in prepped early.
Well, I mean, all of his rounds are done. He knew them all off by heart.
Man.
You know, he was just there. He was just, you know, and
that's perfect.
I asked him, you can just prod a battler. You can say, oh, can you maybe stay? And they'll perform whatever you want. They're happy to perform, and he was clearly relished his material. So yeah, that's good. That's going to be a fun one. And he is in KOTR. Maybe we'll see if this union continues to best into Don't Flop. I hope it does. Him and Bear Solutions, they're friends. I think they both go to Oxford University. They know each other. You know, so it's cool to see Bear Solutions coming in. He had a battle on the Rapping It Jack event as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Bear Solutions. It comes out on Tuesday, actually.
Oh, Jay Cruz,
I don't know when
wasn't
this
it?
was going to be out.
Yeah.
Jay Cruz versus Bear Solutions.
This will be out before that.
Okay, yeah. So watch that when it comes out. Bear Solutions is really dope in that. So we wanted to get that out pre-Sunburn, so everyone knew what he was about and stuff. In build up to that, and Ellis Dean is. I think his best performance came with Yorks in his 2-on-2.
You think that was his best? Yeah,
I think
probably his best writing.
I think so. Maybe not his best battle, but his best writing. Yeah, I think you say. Maybe that came from working with Yorks or switching up.
That was a bit of a style clash, wasn't it? I think even Crimson Ink were like, hand in glove, weren't they?
Oh yeah. So I think that one should be a good battle. Ellis Dean, if he ups his performance levels, could be a real training day's favourite.
It's all the pressure's on LS Dean for this battle, though. He's had quite a few battles now. Bear Solutions is a new guy coming in. He has nothing to lose. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, I hope he does well. And I like LS Dean.
Yeah, he's a dope writer, man. I remember when he was called Dean, man.
Yeah, that was amazing. Just Dean.
Right.
But no, his battle against, who was it? Bizzo. He beat Bizzo. Really good battle there. Beat Amity, I think. Your tryout event, I think it was.
Right.
See for Amity. So I think if Ellis Dean ups his performance levels a little bit, shows a bit more character, and he could really be a problem. I think Bear Solutions as well showed off what kind of person he is in his tryout, and that's very important for someone to get across what kind of person they are, what kind of batter they are in a tryout. 1 minute round battles or whatever, that is really impressive, and hopefully they're both battle on training days more, and I hope this one goes well.
No, they're both kind of built in that perfect frame for this kind of league, and I might have Bear Solutions taking that, I think, but that is going to be a fun battle. I know Ellis Dean's going to write like hell, and like you say, best team since Guardiola left Barcelona or something like that. I can't get that bar out of my head that he wrote against Inca Crimson, Evil and Crimson, so good. Bleak Flawless, how's this one for you?
When Danny Jack first messaged us and was like, guys, I'm bringing Bleak back, right. I think I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
But then I genuinely did have 5 minutes to think about it, and I was like, you know what? There's been a lot of people saying how battle rap is becoming too boring. And Bleak has, for every terrible bar that makes no sense, he has 4 or 5 hilarious lines that will just have the crowd in bits. Whether it's from being absolutely cringe, whether it's from being absolutely ridiculous, or just being hilarious. Bleak is a character, and battle rap needs characters, and I'm delighted to see Bleak come back. And I think Flawless is a really good matchup for him. Hopefully Bleak starts battling more again, because he's just entertaining. He's a character, and it's something that seeing misses, I think, characters. So
yeah, and I think Danny Jack, you know what he's trying to achieve with these training days cards. So I know Craze couldn't happen in the end, but trying to draft Craze in, who's an old name for the 2013 top 8, trying to get someone like Bleak. Training days, it's a nice funnel, isn't it? It's a nice classy way of getting old favourites back on the card without them being bottom on a birthday. It's like they can still be top tier here.
Yeah, and it's without the pressure as well.
Yeah.
There's going to be, let's say you were, I know no one's like, oh, please can we bring Bleak back? But let's say someone's like, oh, I'd love to see this guy battle again. Battles on a big event, and he's not quite there yet, and it's just a bit disappointing. Whereas the training days, they can warm back up a bit, maybe, and train. Get it? That's the name. So warm themselves back up and then push themselves onto the main card. So yeah, I think Bleak vs Flawless will be very good.
I do.
Flawless was decent in his 2-on-2 at Revival 6. 5, Revival 5. I'm not sure it's out yet.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah.
It was decent. It was entertaining, and he can perform. And I think Bleak is a performer and an entertainer, and everyone will watch that battle and everyone will enjoy that battle. I'm sure of it.
No, I completely agree. I think he'll be welcomed back pretty warmly. To be fair, he is a funny performer. Like you say, his football bars battle against Pamphlet is pretty good. Actually, he holds his own, and to do that against Pamphlet is very difficult. But
I don't think he held his own. I think Pamphlet killed him, but he did all right.
I'm being kind, Bleak. But, I think you choked a little.
No, that's nothing on Bleak. That's just Pamphlet's the best. So
yeah, I think Pamphlet originally said he wanted to do it with O'Shea, but they couldn't get anything together for it. But the next battle is a battle that is one of the few casualties of this card. J Red versus Shonda Rhimes. What happened? Why isn't this going ahead?
I have no idea. I'm going to be honest.
Right.
That is not my. I make the videos and stuff like that. I've just been told that it's not going to be happening. I'm not sure why.
I thought it was a bad matchup, to be honest. I felt it did a disservice to.
I actually really liked it.
It's just we've done it. Like, is J Red just the guy for the lamb to the slaughter of the female poet? It's been done. Like, I think LS Dean versus Shonda Rhimes would have been funnier. I think something like that, something a bit more subvert expectation.
I really like J Red, and he has his place in the scene, but. The Liv Winter matchup could have been amazing, and Liv Winter's performance purely cost him that. So the way I saw it, it was set up, and I was like, yo, this could be dope. This could be a second chance at the magic they're trying to create there. Shonda Rhimes, we tried to set her up. She wanted to get involved. There's a few matches we put forward to her. She wasn't really feeling them.
Right. What were they?
Oh, God, I can't remember.
Right.
One of them was, we suggested Ambi.
I can't really imagine that.
Yeah, we suggested. I suggested Enigma, but I don't think people listen. Don't think people listen to the camera guy when I suggest matchup. To be honest,
shout out Bagnall.
Yeah. Oh no, they listen to Bagnall. They just don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Danny Jack.
But it's a shame. I wonder who pulled the pin. Then do you reckon it was Shonda? I don't know. Was it Jay? It's a shame.
I think J Red's pulled out of it. I think. I presume he has his reasons. It was literally about 10 minutes before we started this that it's been falling through.
Right.
So yeah, I don't want to go into it because I don't really know.
No, of course.
We don't know why it's we haven't heard yet why he's pulled out, but hopefully we get Shonda Rhimes another match because I'd like to see her on the card. I think she's got a lot of potential. So yeah. Unfortunately, that battle at the moment isn't going down. So
yeah, me too. No, it's good to see that her versus Blizzard got released, and the comments haven't been too harsh. You know, some have been kind. It's quite well received.
I mean, it'll be a very different crowd to her battle against Blizzard. So when she does finally get on training days, it'll be a challenge for her. But I think she'll step it up. She's a great woman, and she's very, very good at writing.
No, she's very exciting. She's very exciting, I agree. And another really exciting clash is one of the top 8 clashes, I believe. This is Bobby versus Conker.
This is not a top 8 tournament.
Even though so Bobby's not in the top 8, is he? Sorry.
No.
Of course he's
not. This was originally meant to be JB versus Conker B.
Oh, of course it did. Yeah, I just realised what had been swapped. Yeah.
JB versus Conker B was meant to go down last year. Conker B didn't show up, fell through. And now... JB has pulled out of this matchup for what reason?
Jay, just like get on a run, man. You never get on a run.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he wants to. I'd like to see JB on the card again. Personally, I think JB should get a really big name, not a really big name, but could get a real main stage battle these days.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. I have no idea why he's pulled out.
You get a main stage battle if you play the game and no show and conquer.
Yeah, He's not no-showed him. That's very different to what Conker did, which was not turn up on the day.
Right. I get. Yeah, no, so of course.
He's warned us in advance that he can't make it or something like that. I don't think he can make the day anymore or something. I have no idea. But yeah.
Sure.
So we've replaced that with Bobby Rex versus Conker B, which I think is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Bobby Rex is one of the funniest people I know, let alone funniest battlers. And I heard some of the stuff one bar of what he's wrote and it is killer. So this should be a really good battle. Again, a fun vibe for the first day of training days.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think this one could actually not work out in our favour, but because obviously I'd like to see JB on the card, but Bobby Rex is great, man. So it's always good to have him on the cards.
Yeah, no, this will be a really good match.
Yeah, and big ups for Bobby Rex for taking it on 2 weeks. This should be real dope.
Yeah, the guy is a serious beast, isn't he? Both performance and wise, he's seriously good.
Yeah, he's got such a presence for someone that's newish to the league. He's got such good presence.
Well, consider that his first battle on Don't Flop wasn't uploaded for another 2 months in terms of a year ago, so it was last October.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so it's ridiculous how quick this guy's been on, and he's been received so well because he's fucking talented as hell, and this will no doubt be a good battle. Conker as well can outstyle him. Like Conker has, a really just engaging mode.
Conker's got that in his locker, like similar to JB, where he just goes missing for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we don't see him for a while and loses your momentum. So hopefully we've got Conker. This is again warming up for the top 8 really for him. Hopefully he gets him in the mood for killing it in the top 8 tournament.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really good one. So and we close out with it's been quite of a saga, isn't it? Like, poor Bard seems to bring controversy wherever he seems to go, and unfortunately him and Dank is done, right? Not happening?
No, this battle is not going down. Dank Trader versus Bard, unfortunately, is not going down on this event.
What happened there?
Again, I don't want to be that guy. It sounds like I'm just being sly and secretive.
Sure.
I don't know. I think if you read the forums,
if you want to know, if you want to know,
you can find out why the battle's been cancelled. Sure. Next thing, I checked on my Facebook and I've got messages saying, Bard's been cancelled, battle, we need to find a replacement for Dank, because we want to get Dank on the card. So yeah, if you want to find out why the battle's been cancelled, if you listen to this, you probably already know why. So, but yeah, we've actually come up with, I think, an even better battle coming into it. So
good to see Heretic back. Yeah, definitely good to see him back.
Yeah, man, it took some convincing. Well, it didn't take some convincing. He's on holiday this week, so I don't know if I'm going to have time to write this battle. So I said to him, I was like, one rounder, mate. Danny Jack was away in Bournemouth, and I'm now battle organizer now, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. I messaged Heretic and was like, yo, just one rounder if you can, it'll be amazing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Heretic versus Dank Schrader is now our main event, and I think it's going to be amazing. Yeah. They're both good friends, and they Heretic's already said on Viewpoint, I think it was, how he's just going to bring up stuff about what Dank Schrader does on National Expresses when they're drunk after events. They travel to events together because they're both from Leeds. So I think there'll be some like, not when friends battle and it gets personal and stuff like that, just funny, like similar to O'Shea Calcium Kid, how they know each other well, and it can just be hilarious. It's going to be laid back, so funny, and I think Dank killed it against JB.
Oh my god,
Heretic. Yeah, great battle. Okay.
Amazing battle. I feel lucky to have been there. It's an incredible battle.
Yeah. I mean, when you get Thesaurus posted on Viewpoint, saying, watch one of your battles, one of my battles, but technically I had it, loved it, and that was a big deal. And I was like, man, Thesaurus watched my battle and enjoyed it. I think it's sitting on just under 4,000 views now, which is a good start. So keep sharing.
A lot of the comments are like main channel, aren't they? People don't seem to get I mean, I get why, but yeah.
I get why, because they still see it as Don't Flop Extra. It's not Don't Flop Extra.
Right.
Let's say we got a battle and it was so good and we just gave it away to Don't Flop. That's not going to be a good look for training days, is it? Because if you get put on training days, it said, you weren't good enough for the Don't Flop main channel. This was good enough for the Don't Flop main channel, but it's not a Don't Flop battle. It was a training days battle It goes on the training days page, and now it's people always said, "Oh, you got demo battled, or you got don't flop extra," but hopefully it won't be a thing where you got training days or whatever. So hopefully not. And I think we've set a precedent. That is a fire battle to drop for our first battle. So I can't wait for Heretic versus Dank. It's going to be amazing. And big up to Heretic for taking it, because I know he's busy, guy. He's on holiday this week. So big up Dank for taking it, and big up Dank for being so cool about the whole situation. I heard brief bits of his stuff, I think, for Bards, and I thought it was going to be an amazing battle. I thought he was going to kill it. But yeah, this should turn out even better, I think.
Yeah, it should do. I mean, I am sad that Dank versus Bard isn't going down, and I'm just because I know Dank is one of the best. His writing is absolutely incredible, and I think he'll take this. I think Heretic is like a Cold War battler. He wins all 3 rounds slowly. I think Dank's more immediate. Dank's writing is just more exciting. His writing style, personally, I think he's got more of an explosive punch to him. And Heretic, is a joy for anyone to face, because you could just riff off all the very obvious stereotypes, and I think Dank is a little less obvious of a target, but that whole kind of them being friends, the anecdotal element, I wasn't aware that existed. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, no,
and Heretic's quality, he always brings good performances. He's very consistently good.
Yeah, he could take something that isn't that funny and make it very funny. So, if you know what I mean, he could take a small thing. He's very good at angles. So
we'll
hopefully,
we'll push onto the main card, the main Sunburn free card. Now, are you working this as well? Are you providing any camera, or are you just there?
I'm not sure at the moment, to be honest. I'm not sure. Right. I'm available to. I'll be at the event, whether I'm doing interviews, whether I'm doing a second angle, whether I'm doing what, I don't know yet. We'll decide nearer the time. Still got a couple of weeks to go, so
sure. So
I'll be there, no doubt.
Yeah. I wish I was there. Unfortunately, I'm going to Arctangent. I don't know if anyone's going to Arctangent. It's a pretty obscure Bristol festival, but if you are, hope to see you there. But it's one of those things. You book these festival tickets 6 months before, whatever. You don't really think, the 20th of August, and then it just happens to be the same weekend as Sunburn. But I can do previews. I can live vicariously through battlerap.com tweets. I can watch them later.
And you can don'tflop.com/pay-per-view.
That's right.
PPV. Get on that. I'm just putting that out there early.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. That is completely true. Shout out the PPV. Love the PPV. Great service. First battle, Ryan. Mr. Tongue Twister versus Evil.
I'm not part of the Don't Flop team. I'm part of the Training Days team, so I don't really have any say in putting these matchups together.
Yep.
When the card dropped, it was just as much as a surprise to me as it was to you. So not like saying that. I don't know how to word it, but yeah, I wasn't part of the team that put this.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really good card, and Evil had a decent performance against A. I think he lost that battle.
Yeah, he was better against Pedro, I felt.
Yeah, I think he was better against Pedro. That was more his element.
Yeah.
And hopefully, Tongue Twister, he's got that freestyle element into him. So hopefully that'll bring it out in it. It's not a freestyle battle, but they can both integrate that kind of thing into it and flip each other's stuff. And Mr. Tongue Twister always, he's kind of not stagnated, but he's kind of at a level where he's comfortable. And he'll consistently perform.
Yes, and he's the guy that Don't Flop feed the new boys. He's had Juan, he's had Sleepy G, he's had Evil. I'm sure he's had some others as well. And he's always a good test coming up. I think Evil is getting a push for this event. He's got 2 battles. We'll get onto the second one in a sec. But big fan of Evil. We have an episode with him. He was really good. Interesting about all the Scottish scene and his freestyle ability. This could be fun. I've got Evil taking this. I think he's just got that. He'll win the crowd over so early in the day.
Really? No, I've got Mr. Tongue Twister taking this, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Mr. Tongue Twister's last battle was against Jay Short, and he was really, really good in that, and I think he'll win this one, Mr. Tongue Twister, I'm going to say.
Yeah, he rises well to his opponent, doesn't he? And I think Evil is decent stock to go up against. But the next one was a battle that kind of happened. This happened quite a few times, hasn't it? Off cam, Danny Jack versus Wilsey.
Well, yeah, it happened as a on beat battle on the Don't Flop tour. They did a copyright quite a few times. They're not doing the same battle. It will be new material for this one, whereas the other one they use the same bars at each tour date. This one, I think I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, it's going to be new bars, new material, and new stuff.
Will it though? Yeah, they're still going to use some of the old stuff.
I was with Danny. They might do a little bit.
I would. I'm just saying,
If you've got fire stuff, you might as well use bits of it.
Yeah.
But I know Danny Jack's writing new stuff, so
Right.
I haven't spoken to Wilsey personally, but I think he is writing new stuff.
You seen Wilsey on a beat yet on Don't Flop? I'm trying to think.
Nothing on Cam. No. He did obviously the Danny Jack stuff, but I don't think that's been released. I think it might get released at some point, but so it'd be interesting to see him. I've never, other than on a few songs, I think Wilsey will step it up, but I've got Danny Jack taking that one.
Yes, I think so as well. I think Danny Jack's got a renewed confidence, a new sense of purpose and verve, and he can win over a crowd really well. He has that personality element. Now, the next Evil battle is saying Evil's second battle, freestyle battle, which is always something you want to see in brackets near Evil's name, and he's versing another great freestyler, someone I saw live versus Soweto, and apart from his kind of child bars towards the end of that battle, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, Zen, he's a dope freestyler, isn't he, Ryan?
Oh, Zen is one of my favourite MCs. He's so underrated. He can kill it on beat, a cappella, freestyles, flips. And this will be a really good battle. I've got Zen taking this one. I think he's just got a bit more likability with the crowds.
Yeah.
And whereas Evil is a bit more multi-stacking, Zen's got more punchlines, a lot more punchlines.
It depends, doesn't it? If Evil wins the tongue twister battle early in the day, then it bodes well. But if they're kind of tired of his multi-stacking by then Zen could just chop his head off. So
I think Zen's going to win this one.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's definitely going to bite a bit harder. Now, up until now, the card, it's a good card. It's all right. It's not as bad as people are saying.
It's a very good undercard.
Briggsy Mystery. I don't want this battle. I don't want it to happen. No. I think it's a waste of Mystery's return. I think he's one of the best MCs Don't Flop have had in the past couple of years. And for him to battle Briggsy on his return, he should be battling Tally.
Mystery is very tall and Briggsy is very short, and it's going to be very funny to see.
No, that's the worst. They're doing it for the thumbnail. That's all they're doing it for.
I don't think so at all. I think Briggsy's good. I think Mystery's going to beat him, but I think Briggsy's got a good enough performance that it'll make it interesting. Mystery's been away for a while. Hopefully he's no rust or anything, but I think this is a decent enough battle. Get it? I wouldn't want to ride a card on this event, but it's a good way to get Mystery back in the league. I think a battle against Tally is quite a big battle, and I think I'd like to see that happen at a later date. So once Mystery's back in the league, and hopefully battling more regularly again. Same with Tally, who's been away for a little while. So I
suppose so. I don't know. I just think someone like Tally would inspire Ree a bit more. And has Briggsy Pedro already gone down? Because I guess that could work.
Briggsy Pedro
probably gone down sometime, or just
it may have.
You'd imagine,
Right, let's have a look.
Briggsy Pedro.
No, it hasn't.
Okay. So, I mean, please swap those battles, please. That's all I'm asking. But, we'll see. Maybe this will be an amazing battle, and I'm sure Mystery is going to bring some great material. Double L clash, Lot of Zay clash. It's absolutely incredible.
Mystery Lot of Zay was a very good battle.
Incredible battle.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I did on cam because I was very drunk during the day.
Yeah.
But it was very good battle still, and Mystery's best performance by far.
Easily his best performance.
Level of performance, yeah.
Easily his best performance, and it was outstanding. I remember watching that battle and very quickly showing it to a friend, just being like, "Check the fuck out this guy! Like this guy's seriously like." They've
hit the jackpot. So what's the lottery?
Yeah. I remember. I think you see Chiller in the background, like saying, "Like that's fire," and like it is fucking fire. Yeah, that bar is a gift. It's a gift. Yeah. So we'll get on to our next battle. One of the later battles. This is Jay Short versus Take Note Tox. Is this a case of Tox deserve this, or Jay should be having a bigger name?
I think they want to battle each other.
Right.
You could argue that Jay Short could get a bigger name, but he wanted to take this battle, I think, and I think it's going to be really funny.
Jay Short's the
and
best,
really good as well. I think it's going to be quite. Yeah, Jay Short's gone up in my eyes a lot in the Kojays and the Frankie Fraser battles. I wasn't the hugest fan before, but I'm a pretty big fan of Jay Short now. And he wants this battle. They both want this battle, which makes. You could give him a bigger name that doesn't really inspire him, but he's taken this battle, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
The fact that he's taken it and he wants to run, it says that he's either got something to say or he doesn't like the dude or whatever. Obviously, I don't know what he's just said in that clip. But yeah, he wants to take the battle, and I think I'm going to give this one to Jay Short. I think there's a lot of material you can go in on Take Note Talks for. So he's been away for a while, the long round angle. No one's really gone in it yet because he hasn't really been back, apart from the Willsey battle. So hopefully Jay Short kills it as normal, and hopefully Tox condenses down his material.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Take Note Talks is really good, and he was when his tryout dropped, it was like, wow.
The future tryout was dope. Yeah. The whole banging the gavel wig off. Like, the thing about Tox that's impressive to me is pretty much the majority of his battles have been on huge stages. So I mean, he tried out against Future, and then there was a Pedro Doflop Extra. But then we have the Tally battle at the MCR LDN. We have the Willsey battle, which I think was a checkpoint. He's been on the stages Jay Short hasn't been on.
Yeah, man, I think that's probably something you can go in on, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that'll make for a good matchup. Take Note Talks can rap, Take Note Talks can perform, can project, and in Bricks and Jams, a different setup to what he's been on before. So, you say he's been on a big stage, but he hasn't been in a big pit like Bricks and Jam.
Yeah.
So, he's battled at Bricks and Jam versus Pedro in a weird on-beat battle that was like a last-minute thing, so it doesn't really count. But, man, it's a different setting for Take Note Talks than normal, and it's a different kind of opponent for Jay Short. And
the on-beat battles continue with Impact versus Villain. This is quite an interesting one.
Ooh, I think this is going to be fire. I think Villain is this is Invasion Alert Villain, by the way.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where. It's not Villain that's battled unanimous and DNA.
It's not Old English, mate.
Yeah. Villain is a great rapper outside the scene, and in clashes, I think he's been brilliant. The Zen clash is amazing. The 2-on-2 with Izzy Gibbs.
Holy shit!
That was my favourite battle of that event.
That was such a good battle. Like, that was just absolutely way better than like.
It's the battle I've watched back most from that event, and I was showing one of my friends battle rap the other day. And he's a big grime fan, my friend. So I showed him this grime clash. He was like, "Oh, this is sick." He's like, "It's listening to 4 grime MCs on a tune just going in at each other," and I think this one's going to be a fire. Impact's got a really clean delivery, and I was talking to Impact the other week at the My Slice Fest, and he mentioned how up for this battle he was. He was gutted it couldn't go down at Reading, and they're both well up for this, and I think it's going to be fire.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be Reload Central. So
no doubt, Impact is technically brilliant. Villain is exciting as hell. There's no way this was one of the better matches on that Reading card, and it's quite fortuitous that he got repositioned here, because I think this is exactly what maybe any criticism valid at this card. You can parry them away with a battle like this, which is no doubt going to be huge.
Incredible,
you know. And Pedro versus Tally, more of a risk, maybe.
In getting Tally to turn up, maybe. Yeah. Right. That's why he hasn't battled for a while. He didn't turn up to. He no-showed P Soldier a bit, and he wasn't exactly favoured for the league then. So he hasn't battled since Bilzar. Bilzar and he had a non-beat battle against. I looked up now. He had a non-beat battle against Bilzar. He had a battle on Gifts of the Gab, but so he's been away for a while, obviously with the cancellation stuff. But I think Pedro versus Tally is going to be brilliant purely because of such a contrast in approach.
Yeah.
Sally is so laid back, so cool, and he's got that calm delivery, whereas Pedro is so excitable, in your face, and it's just going to be such a contrast.
It's always the best when, after a big incident that's happened in a battler's life, the next battle they take and what will be said. And I'm pretty sure Pedro Tally, with the first battle just yesterday, Pedro got decked on stage, didn't he? It was pretty violent.
Yeah, someone... I think Impact mentioned this to me. I didn't know. I didn't think about it much. But then the footage got posted yesterday. These guys split profits or something.
Right.
I'm reading the forums yesterday. I found out apparently split profits were meant to battle on cards, and their battles got cancelled or something. They pulled out or whatever, or their battles got cancelled, and they've been hating Don't Flop ever since. Right. They just had this massive grudge. So the likes of Jay Short, Impact, Pedro are all at this Non-Stop Festival.
Yeah.
And someone shouted "your shit" to Pedro while he was battling. Not cool. Whatever. Why have you come to festival just to shout "your shit" at Pedro? And then so Pedro shouted "your shit" and said your mum looks like Paul Scholes, which is hilarious.
Right.
If you don't know who Paul Scholes is, you wouldn't want your mum to look like him. So it's pretty funny. This is pretty harmless as well. And then this guy's just run up on stage and hit the dudes, and then the footage ends. You have no idea what happens next.
No.
But it was pretty weird. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see the angle Tally takes with it. So
yeah, well, I mean, like anyone remember that he's kind of angled against Archaic in their battle as well. He's kind of revealed, so he's privy to doing that.
Man.
We have another.
I really like Tally, man.
Yeah.
Tally is really dope, and the battle against who was it? Gemini. That was one of my favourite battles.
His third round in that battle is sensational.
Oh yeah, so
Tally's
good.
Delivery, very good.
Tally, and a lot of people slag off his slogan and stuff and how long it is. I love it.
It gets you hyped as fuck, doesn't it? Like,
it's so good. I really
like it.
Yeah, and then when he remixed it in the Bilzar on Beat battle was amazing as well. So
yeah, that was a dope battle. So another on Beat clash. Good to see Lady Shocker back versus P Soldier.
Yeah, man, it's been too long to get Lady Shocker back. She was really good against Raptor, and P Soldier's always really good. And I think someone put on Facebook, "Why have we got a mirror match?"
Right?
But
yeah.
Man, this should be dope. Again, I think they fixed some really good on beat battles for this event instead of just chucking two random MCs. That would be better. Sometimes you watch an on beat battle and think, "Oh, this would have been better as a cappella," but these ones are all like so much better because they are on beat. So
yeah, no, completely, man. And I think this could be another hilarious clash. Lady Shocker is very technical, very gifted. Peace Soldier has that character ability. I think they both. It's kind of just like a funny matchup, isn't it, between the two of them?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not going to be an aggressive in your face.
No,
I hate Grime Clash. It's going to be a who can rap better Grime Clash. It's a competition.
Yeah.
And that's how I see Grime Clashing. So competitive and so stuff like that. Yeah, it's just so competitive, and I think this one will be dope.
So the next battle, one of the final battles, the penultimate battle, I suppose, one of the battles that feels like a Sunburn battle when the rest of them kind of have more of a summer standard vibe. This is Big J versus Juan. What do you make of this? Like Big J's return against Juan, it kind of makes sense, it kind of doesn't. Like, are you happy this is going down?
I think this makes a lot of sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. Juan came in
more than Raptor versus Shuffle.
Yeah, but I don't think battles that don't make sense don't always work out. So we'll get on to that one. But I think this one will be dope. Juan's killed it in every battle, and this is his first battle since Sharon.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, man, and that was his best performance by far. And I think this one's going to be amazing. Big J kills it all the time. Kills it. So. Actually, I take that back. He doesn't all the time kill it. He's had some low par performances,
right?
But he's being more selective with his battles these days.
Yeah.
So recently, he has always killed it because he's just been very selective about his battles. So this one should be dope, man. Big J's. I don't care what you say about Big J. Big J is hardworking, and he writes his stuff to his limitations, and he always kills it. He's so funny. His 2-on-2 last Sunburn was arguably the battle of the event. So
yeah,
and his Marv 1 battle was decent. His Dirtbag Dan battle was decent.
Yeah,
his Uno Lavas battle was decent. So I think Big J always brings it, and it'll be a good test for Juan. It's going to be hilarious. We're all going to enjoy this one.
It is going to be a good test.
I think I've got Juan taking it, but yeah.
Yes, I think there's just too much to pick through for Juan, and he's too smart of his angles. But this will be a good one. This will be a good slugfest. Heavy laughter I see in this battle. I don't see it being that profound, but a good clash.
Oh man, you wouldn't want to go to an event where it was all profound battles all day, would you?
No.
And it's a summer event, man. Come on, it's not in the middle of winter. Let's just get some laughs and have a few drinks and
then the final battle, pending any others that are announced. But this is what we've got so far. This is Raptor versus Shuffle T, which was arranged quite quickly before the actual card, wasn't it? It's quite a recent announcement.
Yeah, I think so. Again, I don't know about the setup of this card, but yeah, Raptor was saying he hadn't got a battle yet, and it's got set up, man. You said it doesn't really make sense, this battle. But in a way, that could help Raptor, man. I mean, recovering from the loss of Soul, getting killed by Soul could be the best thing to happen to Raptor.
Well, him versus Innuendo, I don't think that's been released yet. That's a fun freestyle after the Soul one.
Sorry, what was that?
He battled Innuendo. I think it was at April Fools or something. That was a good battle. Raptor.
Oh yeah, that's going to be coming out as a as a sort of documentary type battle where it shows them getting drunk throughout the day.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool.
Apparently, yeah. I think I read that somewhere. So yeah, that one should be dope. But yeah, him losing to Soul could be the best thing to happen to him because he killed it against Shocks the Rebel, and that was an amazing battle.
Yeah.
But then again, Shocks the Rebel's a very similar opponent that he's had already. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Shuffle T will be a very different opponent to what he's had ever. So hopefully it will test him. Raptor is a funny dude, man. If you've ever met the bloke and had a conversation with him, he's a very funny bloke.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be dope, man. I think Shuffle T always kills it.
Of course.
His last solo battle against Heretic, amazing. So I think as much as you say it's a bit of a mismatch or whatever, it doesn't really make sense. Oh well, I think you put in two good rappers, two top tier opponents against each other. Doesn't matter what styles they come with, they're both top tier rappers and they kill it in their own fields. And maybe Raps is going to come a bit more with jokes this time, and maybe Shuffle T is going to come with a bit more bars, or maybe they're just going to stick with their own styles, and it'll be brilliant, man. I think this is a really worthy main event for the event. I think this will land off the day well, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good... I mean, yeah, okay, it still doesn't make sense to me, but I think both of them, I highly respect both their abilities. They're both true professionals, and I think this will be a great clash. Yeah, I think they will. Yeah,
I mean, it's just going to be interesting to see Raptor in a different situation than he's been in before. You think he's battled Past, Gemini, Soul, Shocks the Rebel, Bars. He's got a different opponent in front of him right now, and it'll be interesting to see how he copes with it, man. So I think all the pressure is on. I don't think there really is any pressure on anyone in this one. Which hopefully breeds good performance then.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe in the future people are looking back and be like, oh, I didn't anticipate this one, but this is like the greatest Don't Flop battle ever, Shuffle Raptor.
Exactly,
no one saw it coming.
No one expected Yunan to beat Shuffle last year, so...
Right. Yeah.
That should be dope.
Yeah, it should be a great battle. But thank you as ever, man. That is the card all wrapped up. I'm especially looking forward on your part to the training day stuff. I think that card is very promising.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I think the £5 tickets are sold out for Sunburn, £7.50 now, which is still such a good ticket price. Such a good ticket price, and so it's a 2-day event. Got day one at Fiddler's Elbow in Camden,
classic,
which is a classic venue.
The venue
for tryouts, for small events, something like that. So that's free entry all day. So come along to that if you've got time. It's 12 till 5, I believe, or 12 till 6. Come along with some battles, man. And then you've got the main day Sunday at Brixton Jam, which you say the event for Fiddler's Elbow. I say the event is the venue is Brixton Jam. Brixton Jam is the best Don't Flop venue they've ever had.
Right.
Easily. And it's been, since the last event there, it's been had a refurbishment. And it's got like a lovely outside area with a food stall with like a barbecue and stuff out there, and Brixton Jam is just amazing. So
yeah,
I mean, I think that's because I had my first event there. My first event I ever attended was at Brixton Jam.
Right.
So I just love attending events there. Set the standard 10.
Oh wow, yeah, the Marv 1 Quest Shuffle. Yeah,
that event, which I was
Real Deal Og Me Ass, that's a good one.
That crazy event, and I think it's hosted the best Don't Flop events outside of 4th birthday.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's hosted Sunburn 2, Set the Standard 10. It hosted Blood in the Water 5. It hosted countless events. So yeah, man, get down to there. Yeah, man. Even little events like that, it kills it. And it's had April Fools, it had the Bad Buzz battle in. If you're a Don't Flop fan and you've never attended an event, and you walk into Brixton Jam, you'd be like, oh, that battle happened here. I recognise the place, man. So Brixton Jam is the best venue for it. So it should be a great day.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. And finally, how do people get at you, Twitter-wise, YouTube?
At me, at Ryan Morgan Media, Facebook.com/Ryan Morgan Media, or Ryan Morgan, just at me. I'm not afraid to have you stalk my profile. But YouTube.
Yeah.
Search Ryan Morgan Media, that kind of stuff, ryanmedia.co.uk. But that's really more a showcase of my work for people to hire me, really.
Sure.
But yeah,
No, that's
hire me. So
no, please hire him. And thank you, Ryan, again. And check out mine. Obviously, Ryan will be on the show in the future, no doubt, covering whatever events are coming up. But we've done this preview, and we've also done a recap of Rapping It Jack, which was Ryan's Training Days team first event. So check that video out as well. And thanks so much. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.